Hi, welcome back. It is about 32 degrees in London today. It is hot, it's muggy, it's unpleasant. I've got minimal makeup on, a sundress, and I'm thinking I want to wear a fragrance, but how do I go about it? How do you lighten up your fragrance but still stay true to that sexy undertow that I know you all like? Because occasionally when I create videos about fragrances, you all agree with me. You like something that is, how did I describe it? A wolf in sheep's clothing. So it nuzzles up to you all friendly and then suddenly grabs you by the throat. So there are three simple ways to do it. The first way to do it is you obviously, do you know the difference between a perfume, an Eau De Parfum and an Eau De Toilette? One of the easiest ways to lighten up your favourite fragrance in summer is to take the same fragrance that you love and then just get it in a less concentrated form. So let's start. Eau De Parfum is between 15 and 30% juice in alcohol. That's the floral plant active extracts in alcohol, and it should last, to be honest, between about 6 and 8 hours, but it can be slightly cloying in hot weather. They're sort of made for nights out and winter. And then Eau De Parfum is 8 to 15%, and that lasts probably between 4 and 6 hours, and most high street fragrances come as an Eau De Parfum because they're cheaper. They just are. But the easiest way is buy your favourite fragrance as an Eau De Toilette. It'll be cheaper, you'll get 4 to 8% of the active ingredient, but it only lasts 2 to 4 hours, but it's one of those things that you can just sort of spray on with impunity on your hair, under your armpits, down the front of your dress. Perfect case in point. I really love the Chanel Les Exclusives. This is beige, which traditionally you wouldn't associate with a summer fragrance because it's a Jacques Polge creation of hawthorn, honey, sort of slightly powdery iris, so technically more of a snuggle fragrance. But the minute you take it down to an EDT, an Eau De Toilette, it becomes lighter and much easier and softer to wear. So if you love a fragrance, one simple way of wearing it in summer, downgrade. Not really downgrade, that's the wrong word. Just take the concentration down to an EDT. Now, hint number 2, what's the most refreshing set of notes that you can wear in summer? Without a doubt, you can go citrusy. But the problem with citrus fragrances is quite often you think, meh, that's a bit boring, isn't it? Not when you go with Nadine's take on citrus. Let's start with the queen of citrus, shall we? The queen of citrus is without a doubt Jo Malone. This obviously is Jo Loves, it's her new range, and this is Orange Butterflies. It is exquisite. She's the queen of the orange, neroli, pomelo, grapefruit, lemon. She created lime, basil and mandarin, let's be honest here. Notes. But what she manages to do is create a citrus fragrance with a sexy undertow. Now this one is orange blossom, mandarin and neroli. Surprise, surprise, surprise. But it's designed to smell like her best holidays in the south of France. This one you can wear all over with impunity. Men and women can wear it. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And by the way, Jo, I love the new bottles with the butterflies in the back. Just really lovely. So if you're going to go citrus with a sexy undertow. Perfect case in point. Sadly, I don't have the fragrance, but this is the warming body scrub, which you obviously would not wear in summer. But it's just a reminder to mention Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. It's an absolute gorgeous classic citrus fragrance, and obviously it's expensive, so come down from the more concentrated version to the lighter version. They even do, I think he does shower gels, hair oils, sprays, scents, the entire thing. Neroli Portofino is an absolute classic. It's a sophisticated take on essentially a sort of eau de classic Mediterranean Eau De Toilette fragrance. It's beautiful, it's really lovely. So he's no wonder it's one of his bestsellers, and it's surprising because a lot of the Tom Ford bestsellers are quite hardcore, quite sexy. Think oud, think leather, think tobacco, but this obviously proves that his noses can create really lightweight, soft, sexy scents as well. What else have we got here? Now, I absolutely love the entire Molecule range, the Eccentric range, which is created by Geza Schoen. The first one was so groundbreaking because it was essentially ISO E Super at 100%. But as he's created his range to go out, he adds different notes to the base as a single note. And this one I really love. And it's pure broxane, which is a mineral crystal. It's derived from plants, but it's designed to smell like ambergris. Now, ambergris is sperm whale spit up. Obviously, that's not collected very much from the shore very much nowadays. So what he's done is he's created it in a lab and he's created ambroxan. How would I describe it? It is dry, powdery, cool on the skin. It's perfect for summer. All of these fragrances, because Geza doesn't believe in female and male fragrances, he believes in gender neutral fragrances because who decides a rose is feminine or vetiver is masculine. This is a really lovely one for summer, but I'll be really honest with you. When in doubt, look at the Discovery scent, because in the Discovery set, by the way, if you're not familiar with these fragrances, indulge in this, and you can buy it online. You will find the original 4 molecules. They're each 100%. There's a vetiver one, an ambroxan one, the isoe super one, there's a sandalwood one, and then above them you'll find the mixes, which is the eccentric. So the eccentric uses a big hit of the original molecule, but then softens them out with complementary notes. That is a lovely gift to buy anybody. I've yet to find somebody that at some point, unless you like sort of sickly gourmand fragrances, I've yet to find somebody that hasn't fallen in love with this. Or you could always go masculine. How about Terre d'Hermès? It's my all-time favourite men's fragrance. It was created by Jean-Claude Elena, and I mean, it's just exquisite. It's really, really beautiful fragrance. Every time I smell a man that wears it, I sort of hug them closer and go, oh, what have you got on? It always tends to be Terre d'Hermès. Surprise, surprise, it's citrusy, it's woody. The top notes are orange and grapefruit, but it dries down to a slightly mineral vetiver, which is a cool Indian kind of grass fragrance. It's exquisite. It's very interesting. When people create fragrances for men, they tend to take out the cloying, heavy, sickly notes. So by their very nature, men's fragrances tend to be easier to wear in summer. And that is pretty much a gold standard men's fragrance. That is Terre d'Hermès by Hermès. But don't think that you can't wear a full-on va-va-voom sexy floral, because this is a perfect case in point. This is Eau de Magnolia by Frederic Malle, and it's created by a nose called Carlos Benaim. And you would automatically think Magnolia, blousy, full, sexy, va-va-voom white fragrance, but don't forget, a lot of white florals have a citrusy undertow, and the Magnolia is one of them. So if I was to describe it, I would describe it as citrus fresh, a big hit of bergamot, which is orange blossom, which automatically is a mix of floral and citrusy. I mean, this is pure sophistication and elegance, this is, but it dries down to oak moss and patchouli, which pretty much oak moss, patchouli and iris are my favourite dry down notes. So, 3 simple things to take away, apart from the fact that you should go out and try all of these fragrances on counter and sniff them straight away. Lighten up from a Parfum, Eau De Parfum to an Eau De Toilette. Go citrus. It's a safe way. Even if you grab a floral and add citrus to it, a man's fragrance, and add citrus to it, it will automatically become much fresher on the skin and smell fresher and more enlivening, which is perfect for holidays and hot weather. And also, go masculine. Seriously, if in doubt, Guerlain Vetiver, Elle Macpherson wears it, what's not to love? If you go masculine, it will automatically be spicier, lighter, more citrusy, more woody, more cool, less heavy floral, less sickly fragrances. That's my take on summer fragrances. Shot while my glasses are sliding down my sweaty face in a 32-degree heat under the lights, all to bring you my take on how to lighten up summer fragrances and to wear sexy summer fragrances, because summer fragrances can be va-va-voom fragrance. They just need to have that light, citrusy, sparkling top note. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Tell me what your favourite summer sexy fragrances are below. I'll see you soon.